the day, and you have a half hour to take advantage of a really nice savings. It's 2 pieces from Slinky, the tunic and the pant, which is her straight leg pant, for $39 and some change. And we even have flex on that. Okay, so let's talk about Adrienne Landau. Adrienne Landau is one of the world's best furriers. And I went to that very, very, very famous store that makes you very nervous to go into in New York City. And I was actually meeting Diane Gilman for lunch. It's one of her favorite places to go. Go figure. Anyway, so I'm in the store and I'm walking around and I go up to the floor where the restaurant is and I'm walking around in it and I see all these beautiful like fur blankets and fur pillows. And I just thought, I bet those are Adrienne Landau's. And so I walked over to him and I flipped over to see who was the designer, and I'll be darned, it was her. Of course, she was in that store. I mean, her stuff's in that store. It's one of the fanciest stores in New York. Anyway, and then I looked at the price. And I about died. I was like, are you kidding me? People paid that much for that little fur pillow? Oh my gosh. And then I was really happy she has her great faux pieces with us on HSN, because you get all that great tailoring and styling and that great sense of style and eye as a designer, but a very, very less expensive price here, even at the full price. And this is really cute. It's a hooded kimono. So this is the thing you just flop on, you throw on, you layer with it, and out the door you go. For those of you who live, I would say, like in California, up in Seattle, Washington, New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, you know, all the southern states, this very well could be the most fashionable winter jacket you ever need. How cute is that? I love this piece. We have 2 choices. We have the gray fox and we have the taupe. Here we go, my taupe story again, with the feather fox. And of course that's gonna be faux, but it's feather fox. Now these are in multi-sizing, so they're roomy. You don't have to worry too much about sizing on these. We go extra small, small. Then it's gonna go, I'm gonna double check, extra small, small, medium, large, extra large 1X, and 2X, 3X. And it's designed just to actually literally throw it on and go. Now, you do have hook and eyes down the front, and those are classic eyes, hook and eyes that you'd find on a genuine mink coat. And then we have these beautiful slit side pockets. I love that yummy hood. Oh, that's so awesome. And then here's one of the best features. You ever wear a poncho and the entire time you're futzing with it because it keeps spinning around like a top? You know, you're like having to move it around because it keeps sliding. Look what Adrienne did. You can actually wear it open if you want to, but if you don't want it moving around while you have it on, you just snap that and it's gonna give you a sleeve. So you're gonna have that kimono sleeve so that it doesn't move on you when you're wearing it like a traditional poncho would. I wore a poncho the other day and the whole time I'm like shifting it back, like, do I want the point here or do I want the point on the sides? And I was fiddling with it. With this, no worries. Now, here's what I think would be gorgeous. Do you know someone who maybe is still getting married, it's next month, or you know they're gonna get married next winter or something like this? I would get the taupe and they could wear it over their gown if they have a winter wedding. Don't miss out on this too. This fabrication is delicious. Oh my gosh, it's a shaggy faux fur on the trim, and we have a poly rayon shell that feels crazy buttery soft, fully lined on the inside. Man, that, I'll tell you what, for a beautiful, beautiful jacket, that is a fantastic price. And again, don't miss out on that too. For most of us, for a lot of us, not, you know, if you're up in Wisconsin or, you know, where Alaska or whatever, might be a little chilly to wear this, but I'm telling you,